up for Ohio State.
You've waited all day for this.
Don't let that team stand in the way. He's going to take it to the house. 85 yards. Down the right side going Devin Smith. Got it at the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown.
The one show that's nothing but the Buckeyes.
Oh! Brad Rucker for the touchdown. Kraft shoots it high on the right for 3.
This is the Buckeye Show.
All right, happy Thursday to all you fine Buckeye fans. Still getting prepared for the 1-1 Marshall Thundering Herd. Game coming up Saturday at noon. Our pregame coverage will start nice and early, 6:30 in the morning. We got a lot of things to break down. We got a full house. I'm excited for it. It's full throttle again here on a Thursday. I'm Timmy Hall, the Bodeman. Bodie Wells back there running all the chaos. As usual, here with me, my buddy, Tyvis Powell, everyone.
Hello. Hi, Timmy.
My man, Tyvis. It's good to see you.
You as well, Timothy.
It's good to see you.
Even though you're hatless for me, you know, it is what it is. Guardians win it. Clinched their playoff spot. I thought I would celebrate with a new hat from Timmy, but, you know, we'll get to that later.
Would have been a perfect day to give you that hat. I mean, some might be grateful that they're getting a hat, you know? It's going to show up at some point. I can drive it out to your house for you, but that'll make you feel better.
That's too far.
Yeah, that's a little bit too far.
You promised a hat ahead of time?
Oh, he's got a hat. I just have to give it to him.
He's got 100 Indians hats. Guardians hats, excuse me.
I told everybody about the sale that New Era was doing, and I went to the Guardians tab. I thought I saw something that he would like, so I picked it out. It took about a month for it to get to my house, and I have it in a box.
Why did you tell him about it, I guess is what I'm saying.
I wanted it because it was taking so long. I wanted him to be excited about it.
I just want to see what it looks like.
You'll see it. The hat's not going to go bad.
It looks like the one on your head right over here.
It's in the plastic, and it's going to be good.
That's a good hat, though. I'll tell you that.
We got other people in the studio here. That guy right over there, our wide receiver extraordinaire, Dane Sanzenbacher, everybody.
Hello.
And he's waving because people can also watch us on YouTube.
There's a couple on there, I'm sure.
Oh, there's a couple. Yeah, we say hello to all of our YouTube viewers as well. And my man over here who covers Ohio State football for us and from the podcast, Austin Ward.
What a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me, Tim.
It's a pleasure to have you here,
I thought
Austin.
I might get booed after the first two got the standing ovations.
No. We get the chatter going for everybody. So, guys, we got the big week here. Buckeyes back to action. Tyvis after the week off. You just want to know that they can come out there, shake off that rust early.
Yeah.
That first drive, hopefully we don't see that 3 and out. They can sort of hit the ground running and pick up right where they left off.
Yeah, I mean, the last time we saw them, it was what we've been wanting for a long time, to where they started fast and they just never let off the gas for the rest of the game. And it's going to be hard to do that. Obviously, Marshall's a better team than Western Michigan was. But I still want to see that same aggressiveness. I think Chip Kelly was just starting to get into his groove. I think the chemistry was starting to come together. Getting Donovan Jackson back will be a big help on that offensive line, even though Austin was doing a really fantastic job opening up gaps. And
Austin does do a fantastic job.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Let's look at the guy.
I'm a great left guard.
But I'm just interested to see, if there is rush. Is it going to take them a long time? Is it going to take them a quarter or two to get back going? Or did Ryan Day do a really good job of helping them train for those few days before the bye week happened?
Yeah, Austin, I know you were inquiring this week about Donovan Jackson, and you were kind of thinking about the way things had happened with Jackson Smith and Jigba that year.
Yep.
It's hard to know unless we know, like, is he fully healthy and just ready for full contact and full action? Seems like they want him to play in this football game, and they want him to start getting up to his normal speed so he's ready for these bigger football games coming up.
Yeah, and I know that it's not a perfect like-for-like comparison with the injuries that Jackson Smith and Jigba was dealing with the hamstring and what Donovan Jackson was dealing with throughout training camp in those first 2 weeks, but there was more caution used here than there was 2 years ago. And I know it's hard. Both these guys across from us, Tim, have dealt with injuries. They've wanted to push back. They don't want anyone to tell them that they can't go. They feel like they can, and they want to be out there with their teammates. And I'm not saying that they handled the Jackson Smith and Jigba situation poorly or wrong, because they're trying to make the best decision that they could. But Donovan Jackson could have played 2 weeks ago, and you had the benefit of an opponent that you have to factor in. You know what the injury is like, and you also know that you had an off date coming after that. So I think They learn through that process. So if you can maybe err on that side of caution and tell, Cody Simon wanted to play in week 1. No, this is not the thing that's best for you. I thought that there was a world that he might not play in week 2 either because of the situation they faced. This year is going to be the longest one in college football history.
And you got to think about that.
You have to think about that. And when Ryan Day said Donovan Jackson came back here to win hardware, you cannot win it against Western Michigan. And to some extent, you can't win it against Marshall.
No.
So
you still need that too.
You do.
Play.
There's Michigan State in the start of Big Ten looming. So there's some point where you do have to get out there and start playing again. And this is a good time for it.
I agree with you. You can't win it if you're like Jackson Smith and Jigba and you're never on the football field. Yep. So there's that. But again, if we don't know what we don't know and how the injury situations are different, the hope is that they did hit that point and they waited an extra couple weeks, and this is the time where he's going to play. Now, Dane, offense has looked crisp, and I'm curious for you playing wide receiver, when you watch the way a new quarterback comes in and just gets a better comfort level, also with some new wide receivers that are out there. So he and Jeremiah Smith, I mean, they're clearly a fantastic duo. They're both doing it for the first time here at Ohio State.
Yeah, and I think you add Chip Kelly into that equation too, kind of feeling out, Tyvis mentioned it, what they're going to be as an offense. He clearly, in week 2, tried a few more things out. I said in a previous show when I was trying to watch the game back and figure out what they were doing on offense.
Right.
I didn't know what was coming. There wasn't like repeated plays. Everything was moving. Even on the Jeremiah Smith touchdown, really the play made it happen. I mean, he had to go and do it, but they were beat as soon as the motion went out there. They had one guy playing on 2. So, I mean, that's another part of the offense. And I think getting Donovan Jackson back now is just another piece of getting more comfortable. Any early run struggles are probably a product of, one, reps together and communication. And by all accounts, listening to Coach Day, he's a great communicator. So I wouldn't be surprised if things click even a little bit better this week.
Yeah, and then we talk about this defense and the numbers that they have held their opponents to. Again,
keep them out of the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, Tyvis,
keep them out of the end zone.
You're at this point now where you're finishing up your non-conference slate. That's always a big turning point in a season, right? But usually we're accustomed to seeing Ohio State have at least one bad boy on the block.
Yeah,
they always have a Notre Dame,
right?
Some type of opponent. They had to do some
like
things.
Danny Cannell over here, Timmy. Come on, bud.
They had to do some different things because the Big Ten adding teams, and we know that they've got Texas starting next year, and then you go into is it Bama that's after Texas? Yeah, and then Georgia after that. So it's coming back.
Canceled.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
It'll change again.
The thing about the defense is, I mean, they've been lights out pretty much since the beginning of the season. There hasn't been any fall off with them. The first game, I mean, they had 2 picks, 5 sacks, two defensive touchdowns.
Oh man, yeah.
It's just like it was flawless, and then they followed.
They didn't cover in that game either, but the defense almost helped them do it.
True, but they finally they say, okay, so what's next? Well, we want to get a goose egg. They went out there and got the goose egg. So now it's just about sustaining where you are. You set this standard of how we're going to play defense. And Marshall, yes, they're a better opponent than Akron and Western Michigan, but the standard is the standard. That's what people are expecting to see. They're expecting to see lights out defense. Now we got to keep guys from getting thrown out of the game. That's how you can improve. And from week 2 to week 3.
Hope for a better official? Is that what you're talking about?
Tyvis, I've got a defense question.
Shoot from the hip.
Okay, so for me, the offense is so much about rhythm because you're controlling what you're doing, and defense is reacting to what you're doing.
Correct.
So it takes some time for everybody to get on the same page and get in rhythm. Do you think and I guess you wouldn't maybe know both sides, do you think it's easier for a defense to start hitting on all cylinders early because you're just reacting? And if you're playing a subpar offense?
Yes, because I'll give you an example. In 2014, when we switched our defenses from 13 to 14, Chris Ash came here and we ran this different defense. The first game, it was kind of, we still trying to figure things out. But you learned how people play very fast. Like they explained it into a way to where it's like, all right, you just got to make each other right. If Joey goes outside, Josh goes inside, then I need to fit opposite of them. So I got to learn, and after those games kept going on in the first game, by the second game, I was like, all right, I know what to expect from these guys. I know what to do. So I think it is quicker for a defense to catch on because you just react, and it's literally all just react. I'm reacting off of my guys. I see where they fit. I know where I'm supposed to fit. If I'm supposed to be in the post, I know that this guy's going to push him, funnel him to me to the post. Like, you figure those things out really, really fast.
Yeah, that makes sense because that's what it looks like. It looks like this defense has had, not that the offense has had big struggles, but the defense clicked automatically.
And I mean, it's year 3 under Jim Knowles, and it's essentially everybody came back. So they've been playing. Only different person is Caleb Downs and
those are good different people, though.
You don't have Tommy Eichenberg, you don't have Steele Chambers, but Cody Simon has been around for a really long time. I think that was the only part, Tyvis, like where there was question is, well, what's this going to look like with Sonny Styles moving down into the box? Can Arvell Reese or CJ Hicks, are they going to take the next step up? And through 2 weeks, it's hard to argue against that.
He is Austin Ward. That is Dane Sanzenbacher. And we got our man Tyvis Powell in here as well. One of the Buckeyes that spoke after practice yesterday was clearly agitated, but why? We'll tell you next. Buckeye Show is Full Throttle here on The Fan.
We have so many local shows, I can't fit them in a 10-second promo. So let's just say we're live and local all damn day. The Fan.
At Bob's Discount Furniture, when you find a complete dining set that seats 6 and comes with an extendable leaf for only $5.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a sofa that doubles as a chaise and a bed and storage like my Playscape for only $9.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a queen mattress with world-famous Bobapedic memory foam and an 18-year warranty like my Treasure for only $7.99.
Oh my, Bob.
Well, there's only one thing to say. Oh my, Bob. Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
I'm proud to play for The Ohio State University. I remember earning my first Buckeye sticker on my helmet. It gave me pride, it gave me energy, and gave me another reason to win. To be a Buckeye football player like me, Emeka Ibuka, is to know I am part of a legacy. Weber Grills is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, and as a 72-year-old brand, they know a thing or two about legacies. To celebrate these shared legacies, Weber launched an officially licensed limited edition Ohio State Premium Kettle Grill, inspired by our iconic helmets. Get yours at a local Ohio retailers.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
Soy has been keeping secrets, and it's ready to share. Soybeans are among the most versatile agricultural products. They are used in creative ways you may have never realized to make products we all love and use every day. Ohio is leading the way, developing new uses for soybeans to support our changing world. Soy low-key slays, and I'm here for it. Learn more about soybeans at soysecrets.org. This ad brought to you by Ohio soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's always football season.
Friday nights mean high school football. Join us for the Fans' high school game of the week.
This week, Double and Jerome at Olin Tangi Liberty.
Live coverage starts Friday night at 6:30. Your home for Friday Night Lights. The Fan.
You can use your phone at a doctor's office. You can use your phone at a football game. You can even use your phone at an amusement park. But one place you should never use your phone is behind the wheel. Fines now start at $150. So remember, Ohio, phones down. It's the law.
Healthcare.gov is here for you when life happens. If you lost your health coverage because of turning 26, going off Medicaid, leaving your job, or moving, you could be eligible to enroll in new coverage now. And if you need to update your coverage because of marriage or having a baby, you could also be eligible. But don't wait. There's a limited time to enroll. Check your eligibility at healthcare.gov today. Life happens. Get covered. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Plenty of sunshine, a bit of a breeze, and hot on this Thursday and dry. Temperatures near 90 degrees. Overnight will fall back down to the low 60s, mainly clear skies and light winds. Plenty of sunshine and hot once again on Friday with highs around 90. Slight chance of a shower Saturday morning, then again a high around 90 Saturday afternoon. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Scarlet and Gray 24/7, or however long the show is tonight. You're listening to the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
Happy Thursday, everybody. We're full throttle right here. I want to tell you for just a minute about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health.
We love them.
We love them, man. Love them to death. I got on the ACE shot system not long ago. Their low testosterone therapy, it's hit a home run for me. I mean, if you're ever one of those guys that has just been feeling that lack of punch, not the same energy levels that you used to have, if you're in your 30s, if you're heading towards the big 4-0 like I was, I had those feelings, crashing out on the couch many nights. I've still got a son that wants to, sift through football cards until 10:30 at night. I gotta have that energy. I gotta have that ability to do that. So the low T therapy, I went in and saw them, and those energy levels, they were right back, and almost like instantaneously too. And the libido, that's the other thing those will help you out with. So it's very good on all different parts. So check them out at tristatemenshealth.com. They got wonderful locations here in Ohio, 2 in Central Ohio, and the one right there in Hilliard off of 270 and Cemetery Road. If you sign up for the testosterone treatment the day of that appointment, your visit is free. How great is that? So check them out, tristatemenshealth.com. Guys, we're full throttle today. That means Tyvis Powell is here. That means our wide receiver buddy Dane Sanzenbacher has come in for the whole 6 o'clock hour. Appreciate that, man. And Austin Ward, good to see you again as well.
It's been a long time.
It's been such a long time, right? We had a little battle on Sunday. Had a little golf.
Oh,
you're next, Dane.
Oh, please.
You're next.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, I've got another ball marker for you.
Oh, really?
It's a good one.
So Dane hooked me up.
It's going to take a month to get here, though.
No, I've got it now. I wouldn't have told you about it had it not arrived yet.
When Tyvis has had... Well, it did arrive. I just don't have it here in the building.
It's off to mention it when it's not here yet. He's not expecting it. It wasn't a birthday present. It was just a gift. You didn't have to mention it.
I will say the ball marks are such a great thing to collect. What an easy collectible, because all you got to do is get one of those little leather bags from one of your favorite golf courses. If you go to a U.S. Open or something like that, you get that, and then you just start collecting the metallic ball marks.
What was the one that you got? Somebody, was it Dane?
So, yeah, the cool one that I got from him, which really, I'm not going to get this anywhere else. It actually has a Central Ohio NFL alumni chapter.
Oh.
Logo. So it's got the shield on it. And the fact that it says Central Ohio chapter, I don't think you're going to see too many of those out there.
Nope.
Anyone could have an
Just
NFL.
let you into the club.
I can't believe that he's letting you have one. Like, that's a secret society.
I have one.
You want one, don't you?
That's the only one I had.
Oh, my goodness.
That's how this friendship started. We kicked it off good.
You're a great golfer.
No.
Did I not hit you back with a good one as well?
You did. He went out to Pebble Beach.
He gave me a Pebble
brought me
one.
back from
Oh,
that.
y'all exchanged. That
must be nice.
I got to get you a Pebble one as well. I'm not going to lie, I saved about 6 of those for just me in multiple colors.
Had to determine who was a good enough friend to get one?
No lie.
All right, great.
You need to let me know the next time y'all do a scramble so I can make my return.
Yeah, you need to go get some vindication out there is what needs to happen.
You do need to be scrambling, that's for sure.
I never use, so I got to put it to work.
We'll find that 6-iron from the bottom of the pond.
It was a good swing, though.
Well,
everything but the finish. So, last night at Ohio State player availability,
a Woody Wednesday, as we call it.
A little Woody Wednesday. Denzel Burke was there, and why wouldn't he be? He's one of the better players on the football team. Sometimes they kind of theme this, right, Austin? It might be offensive players, position groups, things like that.
It was a strong offensive line vibe. I think there was a lot of us that wanted to talk to Austin Sehraveld about his first 2 starts and what may happen for his role with Donovan Jackson returning. You also had Tegra Shabola. He's got 2 starts under his belt. And then Josh Fryer. So a lot of people wanted to talk to the offensive line, but mixing it in for the Silver Bullets, we had Arvell Reese. And then, as you mentioned, Denzel Burke, who I would talk to any day of the week, at any time, about anything in the world, because he is Ohio State's truth teller. He is one of my favorite people to speak to, bar none.
So here's the thing. Denzel Burke started this. We all know what happened the last time he played a football game. He was out of that game way too early over a really poorly executed use of the targeting rule. I mean, it was not targeting, and they looked at it and decided that it was, and so he had to miss the rest of the Western Michigan game, which, for a guy that came back and is in his last year, clearly, of playing at Ohio State, it's a valuable thing to have a game in front of your home fans and to improve yourself, improve your tape that you have, all the above.
It's that game.
So it started with them saying, or Denzel saying, don't really want to discuss the targeting, ejection, all that stuff. And what happened? It was asked. He said, there's no point in talking about it. Then he expanded and he wore his feelings on his sleeve. He said it was a bullcrap call. I don't understand it. And he said it's been going around the country. He saw one in Florida in the A&M game. That was a bad call, too. And he said, in my call, it's kind of getting out of hand. And then the fact that you're out the whole game and the player's not even hurt. So, Tyvis, I can understand Denzel's frustration on all parts, talking about it again after you're trying to put it behind you and get ready for this Marshall game.
Yeah, I remember when they first introduced targeting. I think I was either a sophomore at Ohio State, maybe a junior. I don't remember. Year 2, I want to say.
Okay.
And they explained that you would get thrown out. If you get thrown out in the first half, you miss that entire game. If you miss the second, get thrown out in the second half,
part of the next game.
Second half or the first half of the second game. And it was such an outrage. And it to be honest with you, it really scared us as defenders because it's like, all right, you're supposed to not think on the field. It's supposed to be bang, bang. Like, you see it, you go run straight through the guy. But then it became a thing where it was like, now I need to be technically sound. I got to make sure my shoulder's in, my head is to the side. And it kind of slows you down. And then Coach Meyer, y'all just don't think about it. Y'all just got to trust that y'all do it right. And the sad part, the reality of it all is, if you're gonna be a really good football player, you can't think, and it's gonna be times where you're gonna deal with stuff like this, and that's just what it is. And the unfortunate part is he did it right. That's the thing. He actually did it clinically correct.
Sucks.
And the fact that it's in the hands of a referee to determine that, and he sees that the helmet, it wasn't led with the crown, he didn't make contact with the helmet. Like, why are you throwing him out of that game? It makes no sense to me, and I feel like at some point we got to get this right. Like, maybe they need to make the call to, like the NFL, go to New York and get the call from there, because that was egregious.
I mean, the solution is still so easy, Tyvis, and it's been out there for a dozen years with this rule, as you mentioned. Like, evaluate the severity and the intent. And I think they're just reticent. Oh, no, we can't do anything that's like soccer. A yellow card and a red card. If you go out and decapitate somebody like Jack Tatum, of course, you deserve to get kicked out of the game now.
It's a Vontaze Burfict type
That's the
of
way
rule.
it works.
Think about when Vontaze was headhunting and trying to take people out. Think of what that was like.
Denzel Burke, even if you decide at the end that it was targeting, that he used the top of the helmet, which I don't think he did. He didn't injure the player, and there was clearly no intent, and the player was lowering his head to initiate the contact. If you have to flag him, yellow card and let the player stay in the game. It is so easy. I don't understand why it's been going on this long without that solution that's just dangling out there.
So, Dane, when you're an offensive player, you're a wide receiver. You're playing one of the positions where you could take a devastating hit like that over the middle of the field.
And did.
You did,
back in
right?
my day, Tyvis.
Yeah, back when you were banging,
targeting. You just gutted it out.
You just got your head taken off.
That slant.
You
Good
woke
luck
up
to you.
when you woke up.
Do you like
Do
you like the fact that they've got a rule like this, but clearly you'd like to see them enforce it correctly?
No, I think their intention is in the right place. I totally agree with Austin. Is that it's just it's how they're implementing it is inconsistent. It's a really hard one. The problem that they're trying to solve is a really, really hard one in the game. I don't want to throw them all the way under the bus because I think, you could look at that play and yes, is it ejectable? I don't think most people aside from the guy in stripes thought it was. But if you watch the play back, all three people that were colliding right there were looking straight at the ground. If you're looking up and you hit it with your face mask, there's never going to be a call. So it is difficult, but at the end of the day, what's the intent, right? The intent is to try to protect as much as you can, and that piece I do like because there's not a guy on that roster right now, and wasn't in my locker room and wasn't in your locker room, that wouldn't, without question, dive headfirst into a person to make sure they didn't get the first down. At some point, you have to have the powers that be need to do what they can to protect the guys. It's just, yes, the severity, it's really hard to enforce. But yeah, it's a tough one. I'm glad there's something in place, but I really like the severity that Austin brought up.
He's Dane Sanzenbacher. He's in the building here for the first hour. So is Austin Ward and my man Tyvis Powell. As we're all going to listen to some Coach Day bites, some of his thoughts from the radio show today. We're going to hear him talk about one guy in particular that our friends on the Morning Juice should be a real big fan of. That's next. It's the Buckeye Show, Full Throttle on the Fan.
If you don't like listening to Morning Juice, Bobby Carpenter's man nipples will punch you in the face. For real.
You want to fight, do you? Weekdays from 6 to 9.
The Fan.
Welcome to the plus side, where a AAA Plus membership means that an empty gas tank won't keep you from a full day, and where a dead battery can't stop you from being the life of the party. Because on the plus side, roadside mishaps don't have to ruin your day. With AAA Plus, tire changes, battery swaps, and emergency fuel are just a tap away. AAA gets to you faster, and if you need a tow, we'll take you further. Become a member today and experience peace of mind on the plus side. Towing is subject to a 7-day waiting period. Terms and conditions apply.
Pop quiz. What's the best way to go back to school? With Giant Eagle and Market District, of course. From lunchbox favorites to fun after-school snacks, they make it easy to care for growing minds and stomachs. And with their Deals for School Days program, you'll enjoy savings on thousands of items throughout the store. But don't wait. Featured items are only available at these low prices for a limited time. So stop in and stock up for the ultimate back-to-school pantry. Visit your local Giant Eagle or Market District today.
Let's get something straight. I'm not here to convince you to use cannabis or to try cannabis. I'm here to tell you that since medical cannabis is legal in this state, Verihill can help you get your medical cannabis card with no hassle if you qualify. Just go to Verihill.com, meet with a state-licensed medical doctor online, and, if approved, get your card. There's no fee if you don't qualify, so check it out today. Veriheal. Verihill.com.
Heaven on earth. It's here in the mountain towns of West Virginia, draped in vibrant reds, yellows, and oranges. Some of America's most spectacular fall colors. The perfect backdrop to autumn adventure, from scenic train rides to fall festivals, and a cozy cabin waiting at the end of the day. Fall is almost heaven in West Virginia. Plan your getaway at wvtourism.com.
Remember how that little girl in Poltergeist was in the TV?
They're here.
Yeah? Well, she's actually dead now. It's quite sad. Anyway, watch your favorite fan shows on your TV by subscribing to us on YouTube. Search 971 The Fan. Do it now.
Order like a champ at Raising Cane's. With tailgates of hand-battered chicken fingers and cane sauce and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade, you can guarantee victory for every game day meal. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Watch the PGA Tour's next generation at the Nationwide Children's Hospital Championship at the Ohio State University Golf Club, September 19th through 22nd. Pub 13 drink specials, food trucks, and more. Get your free tickets at ncc-golf.com.
You know that thing you've always been too scared to go for? It seems like you'll never have the guts. Then a cancer diagnosis. And doing that thing becomes way less scary. I would know. I've always wanted a black belt. And today, the only thing standing in my way is a few wooden boards. It's been a lot of hard work and 5 years since I beat cancer at Ohio Health. Bring it on. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keepmakingplans to learn more.
The future of recycling is now at Rumpke Waste and Recycling. The recycling leader has opened North America's largest, most technologically advanced recycling center right here in Central Ohio. This one-of-a-kind facility features interactive displays, educational opportunities, and the ability to process over 60 tons of recycled material per hour. Rumpke is committed to recycling and sustainability efforts, and for more than 90 years, Rumpke has worked to make sure the items you place in your recycling bin get used again. Visit Rumpke.com to learn how you can team with Rumpke to put less trash in our landfills and more of it to good use.
In partnership with AEP, Donatos, Huntington, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, and 10TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in the great state of Ohio through our Buckeyes Care initiative. Buckeyes Care is dedicated to fostering a caring community. The goal of Buckeyes Care is to build a culture of care, one Buckeye at a time. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag Buckeyes Care.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource, proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Just counting down the days to March Madness. Back to the Buckeye Show.
Good to be here on a Thursday with all you fine Buckeye fans. Indeed, we are sponsored by our good friends at CareSource and by Coors Light. I'm Timmy Hall. At the boatman back there producing things, managing the chaos. Tyvis Powell is here. Dane Sanzenbacher is here. Austin Ward is here. It's
Sponsored
full throttle.
by Adidas? I didn't know that.
What's that?
Gary Wilson sponsored by Adidas.
Oh, you did? He got that deal as soon as he turned pro.
I wonder why Adidas.
Did you just say, hold on. I just want to explain this to everyone. I finished saying things. And you just said, is he sponsored by Adidas?
Not a good radio comment. There's a TV in
are you talking
The crazy thing is that I knew exactly what he was talking about.
What?
Because I saw Garrett Wilson on the screen.
Context, Tyvis.
Tyvis, finish your thought though, because
now apparel is fun to talk about. Just set it up for a second.
I understand this is the money, but like. All his life he's been in Adidas. I mean, excuse me, Nike. So it's like I've never been an Adidas guy.
Has Adidas turned the corner? I was just talking about somebody with this. It used to be, and it might have changed when I was playing. It probably still was when you were.
What?
If you were an Adidas team, you were just like, ugh.
Yes.
Like our biggest knock on Michigan, like the biggest joke when we were playing them was they're an Adidas team.
Yeah.
Now they have a basketball logo on.
I specifically remember they weren't very good that year. I don't remember
what a shame for the Jordan
One
brand,
of our
by the way.
captains was making a pregame speech, and the line that brought down the house was like, "Put yourself in their shoes. Put yourself in their Adidas."
I don't want to. I don't want to.
We died. And I can't get it out of my head. I'm with you, Tyler.
I truly think when I was a kid, like if I wasn't going to Ohio State, I couldn't imagine going to a place that was an Adidas school. Like it really was a thing to me.
When I was in college at Wyoming, the official supplier of the football team's athletic gear and their jerseys was New Balance.
Hey, isn't that where Marv at now?
Yes, Marv did sign with New Balance.
He's the first athlete to have cleats, right, with New Balance.
Well, he's the first
football player,
one of that stature.
Yeah.
Is he the first actual football player?
I thought he was.
I think
Don't
he
they
is
have like
first.
Jack Harlow in their commercials?
They didn't
guy
do
like that.
football cleats.
I've never seen a football.
I think they have
cleat.
Kawhi.
Kawhi. They do basketball.
Yeah.
They got basketball. They got a lot of good basketball players.
Coco Gauff looks good in the New Balance.
Before we get to Ryan Day from the show, I'll back you real quick on that, Dane, because guys, I was a Kansas student in 2005, and when they switched from Nike to Adidas, it felt like the death of the program. I'm not
There's
kidding.
no coming back.
I thought that's what Tyvis tone was.
kidding.
When he first said that, he switched to Adidas. They said,
that's the because I'm looking at it like he really went with Adidas.
Yeah, I know. But we talk about like Ohio State uniform things like here in our studio, which maybe, I don't know if you could probably catch a glimpse of it because I've got the YouTube cam on me right now, but the gray sleeves, the gray on the sleeves, like we have with the Bobby Carpenter jersey. People want to see those back. When Kansas switched to Adidas and then they ditched the most classic, iconic font for a basketball program, possibly ever, It was just egregious and stupid, and they never came back. They slanted the K, and
who are they now?
They went to this. They have the same uniform.
They still
in
Adidas?
the same script. They're still Adidas. And then I just saw them put out a poster flyer for the Arkansas-Kansas exhibition game, and it's in the right kind of font, and it just pissed me off. Just go back to that. Put that on the uniform.
Can wear those old denim numbers.
Yeah. You need
Kentucky and Arkansas had those bad boys.
Yeah.
I think Kansas should lean into that, too.
You need the Paul Pierce jerseys. You need the Rafe LaFrences. You need those. All right, so Ryan Day show today. It's most Thursdays right here on The Fan at noon. I said our friends from Morning Juice should become a fan of this guy because Ryan Day's throwing the term out there, and it sounds like running backs coach Carlos Loughlin is a bit of a juice bringer himself. A lot of conversation about the running game, which we'll get to some more. Here's him talking about Carlos.
He's got juice. I mean, he's never had a bad day in his life, and I think there's just a mindset of toughness when you come in every day with that type of energy. I mean, I guess some guys naturally have it, but you got to wake up and say, I'm gonna bring energy every day. I'm gonna love my guys. And how do you love your guys? You push them, you challenge them, just like you would your son. But then you love them and you hug them and you tell them you love them. And I think that Carlos has done a great job of that. He's got a great energy to that room, to that unit, to the offense.
Austin Ward, now you're always covering these stories when there's changes in the staff in the offseason, the Tony Alford situation. Right when Carlos came in, there was just sort of people liked him.
Yeah, I was talking with him during that process when he was coming over from Oregon, and I had another friend who had covered him before and put me in contact with him. He said, "You're going to love this guy." Like, I did a story on him a while back. We still text to this day. He reaches out to see how I'm doing. He's, sharing Bible verses and checking on this, that, remembers everything from like just a short, brief time together. And that's been my experience already with Carlos Loughlin. And I think I'm nobody. I'm on the outside. I am not Travion Henderson, Quinshon Judkins, James Peoples, Sam Williams-Dixon, these people that he's working with every single day. But he is, to say that he brings juice might be an understatement. We were standing in the Woody on Tuesday, Tim, and Berm likes to do this thing where he asks everybody like a question of the day when we're in there. So people walking down the hall. And this week he decided to ask people.
Like nothing about football.
No, he said he was asking everyone what they're irrationally afraid of. And I said snakes, and, Sonny Styles said the ocean. And Carlos Loughlin said, he thought about it for about 5 seconds, and he goes, "I'm irrationally afraid of leaving this world and not making an impact on people." I was like, oh my God, I have never heard that before, but that's the deepest answer, but that's what drives him. So it's impressive to hear.
Tear falls down my face, right?
I mean, imagine.
Think more.
I said snakes.
I feel like
and that's rational. Snakes are going to kill you and bite you.
Every coaching staff needs to have a guy with that juice like that. For us, it was Coach Combs. He was kind of just like that, just the energy guy, always got people going. And really, that your position coach kind of sets the mindset and the attitude of the players. Players adopt the mindset of their coach. So maybe that's why you're seeing these guys run the ball harder, and things like that. Because that was the knock on Travion last year. Oh, he doesn't run the ball hard. Well, he's been trying to run through people a lot this year. So I think Coach Locke has been an excellent addition to this coaching staff.
By the way, I think I'm irrationally afraid of clutter. It's not going to harm me, but I hate it. Freaks me out. I can't have clutter in the house.
That's a good one.
Like, things can't be on the counter. Things can't be on a table. It's got to be away. Out. Can't see it. Right? Like, I can't have the clutter. Dane, let's listen to this one because we're talking about the success of the run game and how that opens things up for a passing game here.
The completions, you see guys, open. Well, why are they open? Certainly the good receivers, and they create space, but I think we're putting guys in conflict. And when you establish the run, that starts it all off. You've got to establish the run because that opens play action pass. It opens the RPOs. It forces more guys down in the box, creates more space on the perimeter.
We're going to talk about play action passing a little bit in the second hour, but everything, again, taking into account the opponents, but that last game, everything was smooth. Run game, passing game, helping each other out.
Yeah, what stuck out to me is putting people in conflict. That's exactly what I was talking about earlier. What they're trying to do, and it seemed like even week 2, Coach Kelly got more comfortable with, and Coach Day was, and what they mean by that is putting those defenders in a place where they're indecisive or they have 2 guys to cover. And that's exactly what happens with all the motion, all the different looks. They're putting guys in positions that they have really no win. And you pair that with the offensive firepower that they have, that's how you end up running up 50-plus points.
Tyvis, you had to play special teams. Here's Coach Day on who has impressed him on special teams this year.
The first one was Brandon Ennis in week 1. I felt like he popped as a returner. He did a nice job in some other areas as well. So he was a special team player of the week. And then Lorenzo Stiles was excellent. I think he played 22 plays on special teams in week 2. Had some nice plays running down in coverage. And that's one of the things I say all the time is, great teams cover. And you want to know what kind of team you have. You put on the special teams and you watch them run down on kickoff. You watch them cover a punt. And Lorenzo did a good job. But there's a bunch of guys giving really good effort on special teams. You're seeing guys work to get down the field and cover, taking a lot of pride in those things. And so you just got to keep swinging on the returns.
Hey, don't forget, coming up here at 6:48, we're going to give away our last pair of tickets to the game coming up on Saturday. But Tyvis, we know, you playing for Urban special teams, he'll look at that as a way you can win football games.
Yeah, special teams is very important, especially if you're a younger guy. That's how you make your first mark. That's how coaches evaluate you. If you're taking this serious. A lot of people look down on special teams, but they don't realize how much special teams help you with certain position groups. If you're playing, for example, if you're a safety and you was doing KOR and you had the fly zone, that's like doing post safety work. You run down, flip your hips, backpedal, and then stop. Like that's the same thing you do as a safety in the post. So a lot of the times it goes hand in hand with your position, and that's why they put you in those positions to shine.
All right, it is a round table here tonight, so we're going to go around this table, and our panelists will be hit with all sorts of quick hitters. That's next. It's the Buckeye Show, Full Throttle on the Fan.
We're known for 3 things: games, conversation, and Common Man yelling about things only he cares about. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
At Bob's Discount Furniture, when you find a complete dining set that seats 6 and comes with an extendable leaf for only $5.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a sofa that doubles as a chaise, and a bed, and storage like my Playscape for only $9.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a queen mattress with world-famous Bobapedic memory foam and an 18-year warranty like my Treasure for only $7.99.
Oh my, Bob.
Well, there's only one thing to say.
Oh my, Bob.
Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 2 trips to a Buckeye playoff game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
I'm proud to play for The Ohio State University. I remember earning my first Buckeye sticker on my helmet. It gave me pride, it gave me energy, and gave me another reason to win. To be a Buckeye football player like me, Emeka Ibuka, is to know I am part of a legacy. Weber Grills is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, and as a 72-year-old brand, they know a thing or two about legacies. To celebrate these shared legacies, Weber launched an officially licensed limited edition Ohio State Premium Kettle Grill, inspired by our iconic helmets. Get yours at a local Ohio retailers.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
If you miss a little, you'll miss a lot. Search for your favorite fan shows wherever you get your podcasts and subscribe. Every episode comes right to your phone absolutely free. Modern technology, it's a hell of a thing. Do it now. The Fan.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Pella has forever been known for the best of windows, Wilson. But our doors, just as game-changing.
Yep, same with us.
We've got traditional and modern options, but also some really innovative stuff, like big, bold colors or tuck-away sliding doors.
But do you have the give it a little kick to open it door?
Does that mean what I think it means?
Yeah, you got to give it a good little kick to open it.
Get the windows and doors that Columbus homeowners rate the leading and most trusted. PellaColumbus.com.
Attention Ohio pizza restaurant owners. Tired of glitchy point-of-sale systems slowing you down? Meet Hunger Rush, Ohio's favorite pizza POS. With reliable hardware, an easy-to-use system, and 24/7 customer support, Hunger Rush speeds up your operations and boosts repeat orders by up to 10%. This is the restaurant point-of-sale built for pizza. Easily manage your drivers, easily take orders online, easily train your staff in minutes, and easily make modifications. Need to talk to a real person? That's easy too. Top Ohio pizzerias are winning with Hunger Rush. Solutions to help you streamline service, optimize workflows, and maximize profits. Join the thousands of successful restaurants transforming their operations with Hunger Rush for $0 down and $0 a month. Tools for menu management, marketing, customer engagement, and increased upsells, all in one simple platform. That's Hunger Rush, Ohio's favorite pizza POS. Schedule your free no-obligation demo at ohiopos.com. ohiopos.com. ohiopos.com.
Sebastian Maniscalco.
Now, is this a family? Is this your mother? Where is she? Is she in the crowd? The mom's up there. What kind of family is this? I'm sorry.
It Ain't Right Tour 2025.
The poor mother is in the balcony, and the kids are down here with the father and his gumad. If this was the 80s, the kids would have been up there, and the parents would have been down here.
Sebastian Maniscalco, live on stage in Columbus, Schottenstein Center, Saturday, February 8th. Get tickets this Friday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com.
Saturday is game day on the Fan.
Sponsored by Riker Ford.
Every game, every season, your home of the Buckeyes. The Fan. Brutus is their homeboy. This is the Buckeye Show.
Full throttle on a Thursday. Yes, we are. Timmy Hall, Tyvis Powell, Dane Sanzenbacher, and Austin Ward, our Ohio State expert from the podcast as well.
The moment we've been waiting for.
It is the moment we've been waiting for. We've been doing some trivia questions the last couple of nights. We're going back to I want Bodie to pick the number. Bodie, what's the number? And then you're going to answer the phone.
Oh, my gosh, Tim. He was so good on Saturday. Let's go with number 4 for Jeremiah Love.
There you go. Not for Jeremiah Smith.
Wrong number 4, Jeremiah.
I hate him.
Exactly.
I hate him.
Yeah, I know you do. Let him have it.
Let's think about what market we work in. How about, Bo?
I can't believe he just did that.
I thought he misspoke.
614-821-9710. 821-9710.
And let Bodie have it when you call in.
Yeah, please do.
Tell him who the real number 4 is.
Tell them where Notre Dame's going this year.
Is what it is.
I mean, come on.
It's not like I can see if the guy was just a guy, like he was a jag, but like that's a dude.
All right, boys, some quick hitters here. We're going to go around the horn. We've got Dane Sanzenbacher and Austin. They're going to step out after this segment, so let's get this in with them. I'll start with you, though, Tyvis. Tyvis, start me off. Your favorite defensive back to watch on this Ohio State team and why?
Well, I love them all, actually. I think all of them are really good, but I go with the underrated guys, and I like Lathan Ransom because Lathan is a guy that was forgotten about. You hear so many big-time guys in the secondary, but yet he's a guy that's been productive every game. He's a guy that gets in on tackle. He's the guy that finds the football and makes plays. So I love watching Lathan Ransom because he's the underdog story, but he's a scrappy guy, and he's still making an impact on this team. He's very important to this defense.
All right, Sans, we'll go to you. We can tell that the right Jeremiah here, Jeremiah Smith, he's incredible. He could be the best freshman player we've ever had. That's still up for grabs. What's your favorite part of his game?
My favorite part of his game is that when he catches it, he looks to score. And that's really rare for a freshman to do in any position. But as a wide receiver, you're more thinking, okay, am I lined up right? Did I run the right route? That ball's coming to me. Okay, catch it. Oh, sweet. All right, like I got my yards. But he's different, man. It's almost like we said we should apologize because I'm not going to treat him like a freshman or talk to him like one because he catches it like a veteran and looks to actually score and does it quite often.
All right, let's go to Austin. Ohio State player the media is not talking about enough right now.
I mean, we talk about them all, Tim. Like we can go wall to wall with Ohio State coverage, but I think that people are starting to get wise to the fact that Caden McDonald, who I have been talking about since like last October for the potential, the work ethic, the practice habits, the physicality, the high-end upside is being tapped into. And when Ohio State spent some time, getting ready for the year. Is there enough depth at defensive tackle behind Tyleik Williams and Ty Hamilton? Hero Canu's coming along. You got Jason Moore. You got Tywan Malone. The one who is on the elevator right now going to the top floor is Caden McDonald. So watch out for that.
All right, a little different subject here for you, Tyvis. Second one. People are now, I don't know if you saw this on social media, starting to get on C.J. Stroud a little bit for kind of dadding all over Caleb Williams after the Texans beat the Bears. If you don't know what we're talking about, this was C.J. When he was in his interview about what the little huddle was at the end of the Bears-Texans game, talking to Caleb Williams.
Just told him that, everything that got you here is going to take care of you in the long run. Don't put your head down. Don't let a hard time humble you, and just keep going. It's not going to be easy, but you got picked at one, and for a reason, because they trust you and they believe in you. So I wish him the best, but I definitely think that he'll be better as he goes on.
I think in there he told him about stop taking those sacks or something like that.
That's what he said to start it off with.
People thought that Caleb was not really into it. How'd you read that?
Yeah, I mean, I understood why people felt that way, because it was like Caleb was trying to get out of there while CJ was trying to grab him and trying to talk to him. And people got to realize that athletes are competitors, and he's upset about losing. So at that moment, he really was just mad about the game, and he was just trying to get back to the locker room. Although CJ's a really good guy, and CJ's giving him really sound advice, right then and there, it wasn't probably the best time, because Caleb is new to being a professional athlete. He's still in college mode to where we got to win every game. Those are the things. To the NFL, it's like, dude, it's early. It's week 2. Yes, things aren't going right, and I know you're frustrated about it, but I'm trying to tell you something to extend your career. So I think that's what people got to realize.
Yeah, post-game's it's a networking time in the NFL.
Exactly.
Right?
He doesn't know. He's young. He doesn't realize
He might work with that guy next year.
Another one for you, Dane. Going on the road in Big Ten play next week. Favorite Big Ten stadium to go to? Why?
Oh, and I don't have a good reason to pick it, but it just is. Camp Randall's really good in Wisconsin. And I've both been...
You get to jump around.
Victim of a before it's time targeting call. I lost there my senior year. We knocked us off. We were number 1 or 2 in the country, and we lost. So I have no reason to have fond memories of Camp Randall.
You're respecting it, is what you are.
It's just awesome. It feels elevated when you're going to play there. It's an awesome environment. So, it still clicks as my favorite place to go that's not the shoe.
Austin, another one for you, buddy. Player in college football that has intrigued you the most outside of Columbus this season.
Yeah. See, the intrigue for me is not in a positive light. It's Michigan's quarterback situation, because I think it is
switch this weekend.
Yeah, and it's a big change with Alex Orji going in there, and it has been an absolute disaster. And then Tyvis saw this with Davis Warren and the interceptions and heading to the sideline last week. Let's forget about all the other things that have gone on with this program and Connor Stallions and his value to anyone that's playing on the field for Michigan. How can a program with this much tradition, that many wins, you have to tip your hat to what they've accomplished. How can they be in such a desolate desert at quarterback? It makes no sense. The cupboards are completely bare, and I guess we'll see what Alex Orji can provide. He does not appear to be the solution if he cannot throw it at all.
We're going to see it. Tyvis, last one for you. Get us ready for your BTN tailgate game Saturday. Please don't take the rest of the segment, though.
I'll be in Washington versus Northwestern. Both teams are coming off of losses. Washington lost the Apple Cup to Washington State, so they'll be looking to get right. Will Rogers is a really good good quarterback. Jonah Coleman is probably one of the top 5 best running backs in the Big Ten. Northwestern's got Cam Porter at running back, and they just made a change at halftime of their last game to a new quarterback, so we'll see how that looks.
So he's got a must be nice trip out to the Pacific Northwest. Dane, last one for you. What are you doing to prepare yourself for a 6:30 a.m. live on location broadcast Saturday morning?
That's a good question. Number one thing is you got to find a way to bring the energy, right? So I'm thinking
juice bringer.
Yep, 2 things. One, McDonald's coffee. It is so ungodly hot. I don't know why they brew their coffee. It's hotter than any other coffee.
Kill a person.
That's just the idea that you might burn yourself a little bit gets the juices flowing. So I'm going to pass up on the Starbucks. It's going to be McDonald's. And number 2, I'm going to purposely run late. Because nothing like almost missing a live show to your heart's pounding. You're like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So that's the 2 best things I can come up with.
Try to do like a typical former athlete and show up in the commercial break before the show starts.
Maybe.
Not you,
But
Tyvis.
I'll be ready to go.
Not you. I'm talking about somebody else.
I've done that once or twice.
Austin, last one for you. What was your favorite shot from the Wolf of York Street on Sunday, our great battle out at York?
I thought it was going to be a great day because on number one...
Doesn't have to be your shot either.
I know.
Anyone in the group.
I know, but I want it to be mine. And I was so impressed with the way that Dave Holmes played. Brandon Beam brought it. You hit some really good shots. But I stuffed it in there to 8 feet on number one. I thought, this is going to be a really easy day.
Yeah.
And you're not supposed to hit the best shot you hit all day on one and then just try and hold on for dear life through the next 17 holes. But that's what I did. And that's the one that I have to cling to.
Yeah, one was a good shot. We do have to give Beam a little credit. He wolfed it on a hole, he slapped it around on this hole like an idiot, and then he chipped in for par to tie, to have the hole.
That was the other one that I really thought, because my drive on 15 was perfect, and I just hit it in there to 20 feet, and he was in the tree, short of the green, and we're in the same cart, and he's like, well, I guess I'm just going to have to chip this in. And then he did. Come on, man.
Beam. Stop.
Beam's
Just stop
the man.
it.
He's the man.
Boys, that was a lot of fun. Austin Ward, everybody from The Podcast. Check out his stuff there. He's always covering Ohio State football for us as well. Dane Sanzenbacher, we'll see you soon, buddy.
All right, man.
Yep, good stuff. Thank you, guys. The college football world is about to go into a frenzy for this guy. Not me, another guy. We're keeping our finger on the college football pulse next. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone are idiots. You should listen to them anyway.
Weekdays from 3 to 6.
The Fan, Ohio's idiot destination.
Buckeyes, I'm Kurt Lewis, United Healthcare of Ohio CEO and graduate of The Ohio State University. United Healthcare and the Ohio Chamber of Commerce believe healthy small businesses are vital to our economy. That's why we're ready to give your small business a big promotion at no cost to you through our small business sweepstakes. Winners receive radio promotion, social media recognition, and more. To enter, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com/UHC. United Healthcare, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
For terms and conditions, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com/UHC. Sweepstakes rules and restrictions apply.
Things are popping at Al's Delicious Popcorn. With over 80 flavors to choose from, we have something for everyone. From classics like caramel cashew, white cheddar, and our famous vanilla butternut, to new flavors like chicken and waffles and spicy barbecue. They are all made fresh and they are all delicious. Visit us online at alspopcorn.com or come see us and experience the best service in town at 1500 Bethel Road in Columbus. Al's Delicious Popcorn.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a Buckeye, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken. So what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce. And jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's always football season.
I've been doing this for almost 35 years. I learned everything from my grandfather. We still do everything old school. We do things the way I was taught to do them. We take care of our employees, we take care of their families, we take care of our clients. That's part of running a good business. We will always do business the right way, which I feel is the only way.
Visit Rosati Windows and save 35% on all windows.
Order like a champ at Raising Cane's with tailgates of hand-battered chicken fingers and cane sauce and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. You can guarantee victory for every game day meal. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Here, care is where you need it. With over 350 primary care providers in Central Ohio, expert care is minutes away. See how we care for all of you at mountcarmelforyou.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good evening. I'm Buddy Wells. In baseball from earlier today, I know Tyvis is fired up about this one. After beating the Twins in extra innings for the second day in a row, the Guardians are heading back to the postseason this year. Cleveland's 3-2 win over Minnesota today clinched their spot in the playoffs, and now their magic number to win the AL Central is down to 3 with 8 games left in the regular season. In Cincinnati, the Reds got steamrolled by the Braves 15-3 earlier today. The Redlegs will be back at it tomorrow night against the Pirates. In college hoops, the full 31-game schedule for the Ohio State men's basketball team has been released. We'll dive more into it later this hour here on the Buckeye Show. One game of note, the Buckeyes host Michigan on February 16th. And we've got Thursday Night Football tonight in the NFL at the Meadowlands. The Jets host the Patriots. Kickoff is at 8:15. You can hear that game right here on The Fan with coverage starting at 8. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
It's time for the College Football Pulse on the Buckeye Show.
Hour 2 of a full throttle Thursday. We got a couple of guys head on out. We got another good guy who is coming on in. Our friend DeVier Posey joins the panel. What's up, DeVier? What are we doing tonight?
What's up, Tyvis? What's up, Timmy?
We're doing fantastic.
What's up? I'm good, man. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was supposed to be here at 6, so I took a nap in the parking lot. Have you guys ever just been that tired? That's that dad stuff.
You take naps?
I hope you're not serious. I hope you're not serious, right?
Listen.
You knew it was 7 o'clock.
No, I snuck an hour. I snuck an hour in. I was like, listen, I'm not doing anything. I looked to the left. I looked to the right. I leaned my chair back. I was like, I'm going to catch some Z's.
Oh, man. A little parking lot nap.
It's rare for us to get
at
a parking
the Fan.
Listen, man.
I haven't taken a nap in almost 2 years.
I mean, I needed one time. I've been working out again. The kids, radios picked up.
Yeah, I know.
You need a testosterone shot, my friend.
I need to go see.
I'll probably tell you about some of that in another 20 minutes or so. Yeah, that's one of the. Where can I go, Tim? I would say when you're so tired and you just go to bed early. That to me is the good stuff.
That is good.
If you've completed everything and you're allowed, kids are fine, wife's fine. Just you know what. I'm tired. Yeah. I'm going to head to bed. I'm going to get some good rest, get ready for tomorrow. Well, we got to get you ready for this coming weekend in college football. The Bode Man is back there. Bode, how you been doing?
Timmy. Oh, my God, I'm fantastic, Tim. Absolutely fantastic. How are you?
I'm great.
Good.
I'm great.
All right, let's get into it.
Just want to make sure you're good, too.
Oh, yeah. Always good, Tim. On Saturday night, the top-ranked Texas Longhorns, they're going to start their backup quarterback, Arch Manning, at QB against UL Monroe. He gets the start in place of the injured Quinn Ewers, who he suffered an oblique injury last week against UTSA. After Manning went into the game last week, subbing in for Ewers when he got hurt there, all he did was go 9-12 for 233 yards and 4 touchdowns. And then he also ran for another 53 yards and a touchdown on the ground in just 3 carries. The Longhorns are 44.5-point favorites, so I think they're still going to be all right. And Arch is going to get a chance to maybe showcase what he can do next season when Quinn Ewers, I assume, goes pro.
DeVier, is there... Oh, go ahead, Tyvis.
Who are they playing again?
UL Monroe.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Easy, Tyvis.
I know. Be careful.
I got the dump button, but easy.
I said shoot.
Yeah.
DeVier, is there anyone alive that didn't see that highlight of the wheels that Arch has, the touchdown run? My goodness.
Showed those wheels. I kind of wrestled with the thought that could Quinn Ewers do a JSN?
Yeah, I thought about that too.
You know, like
go ahead and pack it on in.
Just pack it on in.
Head to the NFL.
I mean,
he's a first-round pick.
You're giving up Heisman hopes. You're giving up, the opportunity to play for a national championship. But, I mean, if you were watching the game, you're like, man, they're all right. Like, they're fine. They got our
I thought that, too, but at the same time, they're favored to win a natty.
I know.
Like, you want to be a part of that.
You definitely want to be a part of it. And I believe JSN in that team, that Ohio State team, if Marvin Harrison gets knocked out and we have JSN in that game versus Georgia,
we still win. We would have won that game.
We would have won that game. So I'm just like, man.
That's why, for me, I go with the narrative that he really wasn't able to do it. Like, he tried to come back he tried to come back midway through that season, wrecked it again, and then I think that just said, you know how these you guys as skill position players, a cornerback, a safety, a wide receiver, how the hamstrings can get you and ligament damage, right?
Throwing with a quarterback, you're throwing with that core.
You are.
It's just something that
Dak Prescott can't do those pre-game moves if he's got an oblique going up. I know you love watching that, don't you, Bodie? Oh yeah. That's a pretty sight.
Especially
watching
last
Dak
Sunday.
flip it around.
I think that Quinn he gonna rest it and he's gonna come back.
He's a first-round pick. He's paid, Tyvis.
He's gonna come back.
Hey, I mean, what is he? I don't know.
Because to say you won,
you're a competitor. You're a competitor, right?
Yeah, like to say you won, and like we actually got a shot. We look like one of the best teams. Like,
absolutely.
I'm not.
I think it comes down to, am I healthy? Am I good to go?
Yep.
If I am, I'm playing. If I'm not, I'm not.
The good news
there is a lot to risk, even though you can make a bunch of NIL at Texas. It's not like number one overall money.
The good news is they're not going to rush him.
They don't need to rush.
They don't need to rush him.
He can sit there and be like, if I'm not feeling 100%, Arch is good.
That's what Sark said, right?
I also think I believe they open up conference play next week against Mississippi State, who just got ran off the field against Toledo. So he can play now, I think they play Georgia here in a few weeks.
Wait a minute. What do you mean they got ran off the field? What was the score?
Oh, like 45-10 or something, 45-17. They got smoked.
They went down there and won, too.
Yeah.
You better respect the Rockets. Come on, Tyvis.
I got that.
Respect Northern Illinois, too.
I got to check the Carfax on this.
Quit flipping around on that fancy phone and trust us.
41-17.
Yeah, they smoked them.
Yeah, absolutely.
The MAC is for real this year.
3-0.
Well, we'll see about that.
The MAC is doing well.
You know what? They beat Notre Dame on the road. They went to the SEC and won.
Penn State had a tough game versus Bowling Green.
Yeah.
They did?
Yeah.
They did.
BG plays somebody pretty good this week, too, right? If I'm not mistaken.
They play Texas A&M.
That's right, yeah.
Penn State play Kent State.
That one probably won't be as close as the BG game.
Kent is not there. All right, Bodie, what's next?
All right, next up, the ACC might be back, sort of. Talks between them and Clemson and Florida State. So they're two sort of top schools, I guess, the most important schools in the conference. They're not the two top football teams right now. They have ramped up in recent weeks on a proposal that would allot a greater share of revenue to schools based on brand valuation and TV ratings, as well as potentially alter the expiration date of the league's grant of rights, which is in 2036.
Pesky grant of rights.
Still a little ways away. All that would be in exchange for the Tigers and Knowles dropping their lawsuits against the conference. And according to multiple sources within the league, the conversations are preliminary and the sides are not close to an agreement just yet. But the fact that the conversations are happening represent a strong signal that FSU and Clemson are open to remaining in the conference under more favorable financial terms.
They're finding out that they really ain't that good to begin with, so they might as well be the top dog in their conference, because if they go anywhere else,
they didn't get any invitations for any other conferences after this year.
It's really ironic, the timing of this, right?
Right.
It's really ironic. Yeah. Clemson's not going to be Clemson again. I mean, this was built off of God's name, image, and likeness,
right.
like what we got here. But Florida State is 0-3, and they're terrible. And Clemson, I mean, they've won some football games here now, but
Florida State hasn't.
No, I know. Florida State has not won a game. But
that's why they was so upset about not getting in, because they knew that this was over with. It was their one shot.
Yeah.
This is all about money, as we know, and the ACC distributed an average of $44.8 million per school in the 22-23 cycle. That was $7 million less than the SEC, but the difference is expected to grow to more than $30 million when accounting for the SEC's new television contract. That's a number, that's a gap that's just not tenable. I'm sorry, like, you are going to fall off the map. You will.
Yeah.
And the ACC knows, even with this ridiculously bad start for Florida State, they're not even a conference if they don't have brands like Clemson and Florida State, because, as Bodie, you said, it's brand power.
Yeah.
You have North Carolina's brand.
Yeah.
You have Florida State's brand, Clemson's brand. Who else? Like what? Miami. Yeah,
Yep.
Thank you. Miami, maybe Virginia Tech has a little something.
My team in the ACC this year,
Syracuse,
rolling with the orange.
I'm telling you,
but that's a brand.
Good.
That's still a brand
Yeah.
because of where they've been.
Yeah.
They've produced some big-time football talent, too. They've had Donovan McNabb. They've had Marvin Harrison.
Yeah.
They've had some guys up there. I mean, they played the Carrier Dome.
Yeah.
I think, and that's
Chandler
it.
Jones.
And that's it.
Chandler
That's the
Jones.
end.
Yeah.
Let's name Syracuse football players.
See, Marvin Harrison.
The rest-
You said Marvin Harrison went there, right?
Senior.
Yeah. Huh. Well, we know Junior didn't go there.
No.
Kyle McCord.
What's the
He plays there.
basketball-wise? Didn't Carmelo go there?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he did.
How about
Is his son going to go there?
Tim, I'll throw a name at you. Johnny Flynn.
Flynn. That's
He was
good.
a baller.
Yeah, Johnny Flynn was
Didn't he
good.
go first
Terry
round to the
McNamara.
Timberwolves?
Look at this guy.
Derek Devin.
2 picks ahead of
Look
Steph
at
Curry.
Whoa.
1 pick, actually. They
But
took
that was the
Ricky
year.
Rubio,
Was it the
and
year
then they
that-
took Johnny
Yeah,
Flynn, and
that's
Steph
it.
Curry went 7th overall.
Yes.
They took 2 guards. And
They
we
got
was
Ant
like,
Edwards
what's going
now.
on?
Carl Anthony Towns, so
Yeah,
they bounced back a little bit.
Took a while.
All right, one more here.
I'll make up for it now.
All right, speaking of conference realignment, Air Force has emerged as a serious target to be added to the American Athletic Conference. That's the AAC.
Oh, thank God for this story.
They had been referenced in conversations as a potential AAC ad in recent months prior to the Pac-12 taking 4 Mountain West Conference schools last week. The AAC has 14 football schools this season, and they do have Army and Navy, so makes sense. Get Air Force in there.
All right.
And God bless the defensive stop and triple option 3
Yes,
times. Maybe
yes.
it gets easier if you keep playing it over and over again, but I don't know. Sometimes it...
No, it is not easy to go against Tyvis. Did you play any triple option teams?
Yeah, we played the Navy. That
Chop
game-
blocked.
Yes. All of them, all they linemen is like 5'11". And they just
250 pounds,
and they come
maybe
cut
270,
you.
and they run the ball
man.
right at you.
5 foot nothing, 100 and nothing. Hardly a speck of athletic ability.
Cut. Just getting
You
cut.
hung in here with the Ohio State Buckeyes. DeVier Posey, did you play against
Navy? Yes.
You did. You had Navy as well.
We played against Navy.
Yeah, that's
and
right. We talked about this.
We only had
Everybody
like
plays Navy.
5 drives. Like I felt like it was like 5 drives. Like it was just and it was a tight game. Brian Rowe like picked off a 2-point conversion for us to win. It was a tight game.
Did you score?
No. I had a high ankle sprain that game. Yeah.
We know the 2014 season. Did you have crab cakes on that trip, Tyvis?
I did not.
That was a
You
miss.
guys run a tight one too?
A miss out of you.
Did we?
It was at Baltimore Stadium?
Yes, it
I think I
was.
remember that game.
It was
Yeah.
at the Raven Stadium.
At the Raven Stadium, yeah.
I think you guys
Yeah.
safely had that one by the time
let
the
me
fourth
go
quarter
look
came
at it.
around.
It was like an overcast kind of day.
Yeah, it was
sunny,
a little.
was
I
it?
think the Buckeye basketball team had a game against Navy out there the night before.
Yeah.
That they
I
might have
remember
played
that game.
in Annapolis.
Yep.
Thad and company.
34-17 was the final.
Yeah, you got it done. It's a tough game to start with. It's a
tough.
different kind of team to
We was
start
down
with.
6-7 at halftime.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
that's tight. For
That's
an urban score?
Yes.
For an urban score? That was tight.
Season opener, you have to go to their territory, even though it's not in their stadium. Yeah, we were probably freaking out a little bit. I'm sure we were at the half. DeVier Posey is here. Tyvis Powell is here. Bodie Wells, our producer. Thank you so much for the segment,
Get your
my
chin
man.
up. Smile. Smile.
You're welcome, Tim.
If not, I'm not talking. All right. Will Howard has been showing us the knack for something in this Ohio State offense. Tell you exactly what that is next. It's the Buckeye Show, full throttle on a Thursday.
We're the highest rated sports radio station in America. There's no joke there. We just are. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Hey, Buckeye fans, the best new resort in the country is right here in the state of Ohio. Introducing the Grand Resort in Warren, Ohio. Whether it's family fun, an adult getaway, a conference or event, there's no place like it. It's a year-round destination with the best golf, med spa, dining, salon and spa, pools, lounges, and activities. The Grand Resort will be the best staycation you've ever had. Go to the website, thegrandresort.com, or call 330-856-1900. The Grand Resort in Warren, Ohio. We're waiting for you.
In partnership with AEP, Donatos, Huntington, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in the great state of Ohio through our Buckeyes Care initiative. Buckeyes Care is dedicated to fostering a caring community. The goal of Buckeyes Care is to build a culture of care, one Buckeye at a time. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag Buckeyes Care.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 2 trips to a Buckeye playoff game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
There's one medical team in Central Ohio skilled enough to care for your favorite Ohio State team, and Buckeyes everywhere. The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center is your choice for the most highly specialized orthopedic and sports medicine care. Our surgeons, physicians, and physical therapists have access to the most advanced treatments and innovative recovery approaches to get you back in your game. Because on or off the field, our team is your team. The choice for your orthopedic care is clear.
Things are popping at Al's Delicious Popcorn. With over 80 flavors to choose from, we have something for everyone. From classics like caramel cashew, white cheddar, and our famous vanilla butternut to new flavors like chicken and waffles and spicy barbecue. They are all made fresh and they are all delicious. Visit us online at alspopcorn.com or come see us and experience the best service in town at 1500 Bethel Road in Columbus. Al's Delicious Popcorn.
A quick listening guide. When something's on the fan, it's on the station you're listening to right now. If I say something's on ESPN Columbus, it's on 1460 AM and the Fan's HD2. When in doubt, stream it on the Fan app. Thank you and good night.
This Saturday, choose chill and grab a Coors Light. Press play on Ohio State football and pause on everything else. We know there's nothing like game day in Columbus. So whether you're at the tailgate, the bar, or just watching from home, choose the one beer that's made for Ohio State game day. Coors Light, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics 2024. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. 21 means 21. Celebrate responsibly.
To Central Ohioans, fall means one thing, football. At Sears Heating and Cooling, fall also means one thing, furnaces. We're not plumbers or electricians. Nope. For 74 years, we've been your Central Ohio heating and cooling experts. Need an electrician or plumber? We'll gladly give you a referral, but we won't pretend to be your one-stop shop for all the trades. We're HVAC experts, and our mission is to provide the highest quality service at the best possible price. That's the local advantage of doing business with your neighbors at Sears Heating and Cooling. Online at SearsHeatingCooling.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Fair skies, a bit of a breeze, and hot on this Thursday. Temperatures running in the upper 80s, down to the low 60s overnight. And after a cool start on your Friday morning, another hot finish. Plenty of sunshine with highs around 90. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Trying our best to make Tyvis Powell raise his voice at least 3 octaves.
Are you serious, Tim?
You're listening to The Buckeye Show.
Presented by Coors Light.
We are full throttle on a Thursday. I'm Timmy Hall. I want to tell you again about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. Earlier, if you were listening, they've got the low testosterone treatment. They're also experts in another area because if you can remember, that first time that you failed to perform in the bedroom, you may have just laughed it off. No big deal, right? But then a second time, third time, or more, well, now you got a problem. If that problem is erectile dysfunction, you should see my guys at Tri-State Men's Health because they can help you. You can't just be satisfied with a mediocre sex life. That's not good enough. It could be really good. So if the pills are just working okay, ask yourself, could it get a lot better? So check them out. You can schedule a consult with Tri-State Men's Health today. Just go to tristatemenshealth.com. That initial visit is just $99. You get the medical consult with a licensed medical provider, the TMPSA test. And if medically advised, you get the test dosed. If that doesn't work in the office, the visit is actually free. They've got such a great staff. The facilities are so beautiful. They're warm and welcoming. You could be having sex doing it. I don't know why I said doing it after I said sex.
Yeah, I was about to say.
The day after your appointment. How incredible is that? TriStateMen'sHealth.com. Check them out. All right, we're full throttle here on a Thursday, as I said. Boatman, who was our fine champion of the Ohio State football tickets at the end of the 6 o'clock hour back there? Who do we get?
That would be John. I can't remember exactly how he pronounced his name, but
John Boy.
Yeah, John B.
John B.
Johnny B.
John B.
Lucky number 4.
What was the Denzel movie? Q?
John Q.
John Q.
Yeah.
Which one was that one? Hospital?
Yeah, he robbed the house. Well, he was trying to get his son.
No transplant for the son. So I'm gonna.
He held the hospital hostage.
I'm gonna make
for
you.
an organ.
I got no problem with that.
I don't know.
I'm all with that.
I mean, if you're listening,
when it comes to kids, boy, you
give me an organ.
If you're listening, please don't do that. But for Denzel in the movie, all about it. All for it.
He did everything the right way, and his insurance, his company, his job didn't cover his insurance or something like that. I forget what it was about.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. Got to save a kid's life. No coverage. I was glad that I had vision coverage today. I had to go get my eye appointment, and I'm super blind. I don't know why I skipped a year. So I was a little bit worried, going back
health
in.
Insurance if it covers the eyes, because normally it doesn't cover teeth and eyes.
Well, right, but if you're lucky, your provider will have like a supplemented vision and then dental plan. So thank goodness my wife's a nurse.
There
so
it
she's
is.
got pretty good coverage, got the plan.
Yeah.
But
got that good health insurance.
Well, that's it. Got that good stuff. Right. But still, though, it doesn't help my eyes at all. Like her insurance has nothing to do with just the genetic makeup of my eyes.
They can't give me eyes.
I see you guys commenting. Sometimes in that YouTube chat, I see you commenting on the bottle caps that I have to wear.
You can get that Jameis Winston, that LASIK surgery.
I can't get it. I can't get the LASIK.
Really?
Don't have the eye for it.
They're that bad?
Yeah, it was like 8 years ago. I had the consult. They're like, well, there's a 50-50 chance you could be seeing foggy for the rest of your life. I said, all right, guess I'm wearing glasses.
Yep.
Glasses it is.
50-50, that's ooh.
Imagine if I was a quarterback, I'd be, Bob Greasy?
That's why Jameis Winston, you should throw all them picks, because he's always be squinting like this.
Who is this?
Does he wear
Jameis Winston.
But does he wear contacts now? And he didn't used to?
He ended up getting LASIK surgery.
Oh, Jameis got the LASIK.
I would have got LASIK surgery to keep my job.
Yeah.
I would have sold that.
you would have been good, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk about Will Howard. Let's talk about our quarterback here for the Ohio State Buckeyes. It's been nice, right? I mean, DeVier, if you had to assess first 2 weeks for Will Howard, what you expected, what he's actually done, does it kind of sync up a little bit?
His role is he's getting an Emmy right now. Can't give him an Oscar yet, but
those are completely separate things, though.
Absolutely. But he's starring in his role right now in episodes 1 through 3, and I like what I see.
So he's a TV actor now.
Yeah.
He's not ready for the silver screen where he can pick up an Oscar.
If we win a Natty, absolutely, he can get an Oscar, because I think he's playing his role to the best of his ability. He's not trying to be Superman. He's making smart throws. I think he's getting rid of the ball. I like when he's checked down with his feet. He tried in the second game to make sure that everybody got to touch the ball. And I'm really happy with who this guy is in the media, how he portrays himself character-wise.
Yeah.
I have no complaints about Will Howard. I'm pretty satisfied.
You need to have those things, Tyvis, when you're the quarterback.
Yeah.
It isn't just about how you play. I mean, that's the most important thing, but you want to have a leader. You want to have somebody who represents everything. And I mentioned there before, this thing where Will Howard has really excelled in this area of the offense. I'm talking about the play action pass. And obviously, if you can be really, really good with your play action game, that speaks to how efficient your offense is as a whole. And here were just some of the numbers that the Dispatch put this out. They had went over and seen what Pro Football Focus was saying about it. 19 to 25 on play action passes. That's Howard's numbers. 321 yards and 3 touchdown passes. That is really good stuff. He's got a 157.1 passer rating right now among the FBS quarterbacks who've got at least 10 play-action passes. There's only a few of them that are more efficient. He's 5th right there in efficiency from the play-action pass. They've got the RPO game, play-action game, a good run game right now. Guys like Jeremiah Smith, it's been working, Tyvis.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like to me they flip philosophies for the past couple of years. I say from 2020 to last year, it was we're going to pass to open up the run. Now they're back to running to open up the pass. Mm-hmm. And, that makes the picture very clear for quarterbacks. You got that, especially when you got that two-headed monster like that that's really doing damage in that run game. Those linebackers are stepping up to try to stop that. And now after play action, the picture is so clear. Will knows exactly where he can go with the ball. Receivers are wide open. So I think that's helping him out, and it's going hand in hand. It's allowing him to not have to go out there and force passes. It's making everything easy, and the game is just coming to him.
DeVier, we talked about how he's a film junkie yesterday. Yeah. Watch film in class. He feels really good about the decisions that he's making out there right now.
I think I've done well with it. I think it's something that we need to continue to work on and work through. And as long as I can, just keep us on schedule and not force things, make the right decisions with the football, with the guys that we have, just let them do the rest. And we've been blocking really well. I think the running backs have been doing a good job, and the receivers are obviously going to get open. So, for me, it's just taking what the defense gives me and not trying to do too much and make the perfect play, but just make things right. You know why it wants to be that way, DeVier? And it's a lot to ask when you look at what C.J. Stroud's passing numbers were when you see 41 touchdown passes, 6 picks, 44 touchdown passes, 6 picks.
Yeah,
a lot to live up to.
Yeah, but he's not going to be C.J. Stroud ever. I think what he has to do is exactly what he's saying, and by staying on schedule, listeners, he's speaking about having positive plays to start the drive, not really getting behind the sticks in terms where it's 2nd and 10 or it's 3rd and 10, but hey, let's look at 3rd and 4, let's look at 2nd and 5, and that job really comes down and boils down to the quarterback making great decisions on first down, right? What can I go with, on this RPO? Should I just hand it off? Who am I hitting? Let's hit a flat. Let's just get a positive play. And Ohio State has been able to stay on schedule due in part to his positive decision-making so far.
Hanging out with 2 great Buckeyes tonight. That's DeVier Posey. Tyvis Powell is here, my good buddies. I want to change gears. I've got myself a little issue with the Big Ten Conference, and it's past time to get a little upset about it. Tell you why next. It's the Buckeye Show, Full Throttle on the Fan.
Bobby Carpenter doesn't have a mullet, but he's knee-deep in mullet energy. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekdays starting at 6.
The Fan.
Looking for your next Subaru? At Byers Airport Subaru, we give you options from start to finish. Browse and shop entirely online from the comfort of your home at columbussubaru.com or stop by and visit one of our friendly brand specialists just by the airport.
Right now, you can get the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester for 3.9% for up to 48 months.
Whether you prefer to click or come in, we've got you covered. Your journey starts at Byers Airport Subaru. Come see why it's better to buy at Byers.
Subject to credit approval. Financing offer term up to 48 months on 2025 Subaru Forester. Cannot be combined with any other incentive. See dealer for details. Offer ends 9/30/24.
You know that project you've been working on? Just chipping away at it, dreaming of the day you get to show it off? Then, when you're least expecting it, cancer. And finishing that project actually happens. I would know. I've been restoring this car for years, and today I'm giving it to my granddaughter. It's her 16th birthday and 2 years since my cancer diagnosis.
Mom, you finished it?
Happy birthday, boo-boo. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keepmakingplans to learn more.
1 in 3 student athletes gets disturbing messages from sports bettors. This threatens the safety and mental health of college athletes like Tyler.
I'm a student and an athlete. I don't deserve to be threatened over my play. If you're upset about your sports bet, don't take it out on me, because I'm more than a bet.
These threats are not acceptable. Stop harassing college athletes over a bet. Learn more at morethanabet.org.
Dormar, your climate hero.
Gord, what's that guy yelling about in my noisemaker?
Dormar, your climate hero.
Your climate hero, you fossil?
What's a climate hero?
That's Dormar, our same-day heating and AC company we've used for 60 years.
Who?
Dormar, your climate hero.
Come
on, Dad. You laugh every time you hear their tighty-whitey commercials.
Yep, those are funnier.
Dormar, your pilot hero.
Bishop and Friends.
Some people in the transfer portal are the people that roll into Costco with 2 carts. They're not screwing around.
Bishop and Friends.
Sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.
When you travel, they always say, get a room with a view. And there's no better way to travel than with family. Like the Toyota Truck family. Now through September 30th, get $2,000 customer cash on a new 24 Tundra, depending on model. Or lease a Tacoma SR Double Cab for $319 a month for 36 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Get your game room game day ready with Billiards Plus. Pool tables, shuffleboard tables, and games the whole family will enjoy. Now's the time to get your name on a pool table before the holiday rush. Plus, top-of-the-line grills still in stock. Shop Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
Open a Platinum Rewards Visa at Kemba Financial Credit Union and secure super low everyday rates so you can pay down debt faster. Apply now at Kemba.org to unlock 2% cash back on purchases for a limited time and pay 0% interest for a full year on balance transfers plus exclusive perks. Restrictions apply. Offer ends October 31st, 2024.
Hey, Ohio State fans, it takes a lot of energy to root for the Buckeyes. That's why Burger King is going to get your team going with the $20 Buckeye Blitz Bundle. This OSU fan exclusive has a delicious lineup that includes 2 Whopper sandwiches, 1 cheeseburger, 3 small fries, and 3 small drinks. Get over to your local BK and get fueled up for game day. Limited time only at participating Ohio area restaurants. BK is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's always football season.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource. Proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Buckeye Talk and the latest updates on Ryan Day's beard. You're listening to The Buckeye Show.
Happy Thursday, everybody. Hope you are, you're not really, if you're not settled into your week by now, then you're just dying to get to the weekend. It's Thursday. I mean, we're almost to Friday now. That's why Thursday is one of my favorite days, Tyvis.
Monday.
Monday guy?
Monday.
Monday.
If it starts well, it ends well.
Monday.
That's a great positive. He's a glass half full guy.
He is.
Let me tell you.
It's almost overwhelming.
No, he's actually, if the glass is almost empty, he'd tell you why that's a good thing. Yep. Like, well, because you consumed all that water, so that water's going to hydrate you. So, yeah, you're going to find a way to have a great week with everything you've done, drinking all that water.
You got to be positive.
I'm not going to be positive about this. I'm just warning you, okay? Tyvis Powell is here. My man DeVier Posey is here. I know, DeVier, you're a huge hoops guy.
Absolutely.
And we gotta break this up for a minute and talk about our Ohio State men's basketball team. Before I get mad about some things with the schedule, what are you looking forward to about the season and about this team? Because there's a lot of unknown, but I'm very excited to see what Jake Diebler is going to be able to do with this group of guys, with Bruce Thornton and Michi Johnson in that backcourt.
I'm excited. I'm excited about the backcourt, but I just have this feeling that we're going to get this improvement from Devin Royal, and I think Mr. Basketball, Colin White, is going to play big because we need a three-point shooter.
Okay.
And I just have a feeling that he'll give us solid minutes there.
Because I'm skeptical about how he can impact as a freshman. I like you going there.
And just with this future of Ohio State basketball, if you look at recruiting classes and how Diebler is doing it, I think he's taking a Thad Matta approach. He's getting early commits. And when you do that, freshmen have to play. Sophomores have to play to continue to get those players younger and younger. Like, hey, you can come here and play as a freshman. And so I think those guys will contribute. We have a super veteran backcourt We just got, the transfer from Kentucky. I don't know why his name is slipping.
Aaron
Bradshaw.
I mean, he's going to have to start. He's going to have to be a big-time player. And the Duke transfer.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think with this lineup, the way that he's built and the way that he plays, we're going to be in like a run type of, transition offense, especially with our guards. It won't be slowed that much now with Akpara and Zed Key just throwing the ball and getting those touches. I think we're going to get up and down the floor, Tim, and we're going to be able to run teams out of the gym. So I want to see Diebler's full effect within offseason. His style of basketball, his culture starts now.
Yeah.
Well, it started back then.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
He got that kickstart on setting the tone.
Yeah.
And I know Jake learned a lot about himself as a coach, having that opportunity to take over the team and have that huge game against Purdue and just stylistically how they ran the ball.
He sat here when we had him on and he was talking about, every that's his style, is pushing the ball, tempo. And to me, I think when you go get those two big guys, one that can jump out the gym, I'm just excited to see if you got bigs that can that can run the floor. You know how many points you can get off of that? And then on top of that, they jumping out the gym. So if they throw the alley-oop segments in there, it's going to be must-see, TV. And I think they're just going to play some really good basketball just because Jake Diebler just knows how to connect with these guys. He gets through to them, and they want to play hard for him. So I'm interested to see what it looks like. I know it's not going to be perfect early on, obviously, but I think getting Michi back brings some excitement back because that's my boy. So you get him back, and I think it's just all going to click at some point.
I'm gonna throw a name out there for you that no one in Buckeye basketball land is talking about. No one except for me, maybe one or two others. And I'll have to get my man GP Gary Pettit, who's the SID over there for Buckeye Men's Hoops on the line to get the pronunciation right. But it's the Croatian who they brought in, kind of under everybody's nose to fill out the roster. Ivan Nejagovan, 7'1" guy.
That is big.
I'm hearing good things.
Oh yeah,
I'm hearing good things.
Offensively or defensively?
Yes, offensively.
No kidding.
That this guy can shoot the rock.
Is he a
7'1"?
A stretch five?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
You say he a stretch five.
Look for an impact. That's all. Because I think most people saw that and didn't expect that he would even play.
He's a shooter at 7.
He'll shoot it, and Bradshaw can shoot it.
I know that. That was the biggest difference.
Just hear me out. You go from where this program was not even sniffing a 7-footer, where a lot of years 6'9" would be the biggest guy that was out there. Even coming off the bench, 6'10". I'd have to see I don't remember what Joey Brunk's height was, but also Joey hardly made an impact. They brought him in. He had that one game against Michigan State near the end of the season. Other than that, he barely even stepped on the floor.
Zed Key was the big, I swear Zed probably 6'6", 6'7".
I say this, I'll wind up being wrong, and he'll never step on the floor. But I've heard good things about what the big fella from Croatia.
I saw him at a tailgate. I saw him walk into a football game.
Well, if he was over 7 feet tall, I'm sure that was the guy.
Well, because he looks so young. I didn't feel like he was 7 foot, but you might be right. Ivan.
No, I am right. He's 7'1".
Yeah,
He's 7'1", 250 pounds. That's his list. They do actually have the roster updated on OhioStateBuckeyes.com. So if you want to head over there. So now, I got to yell about this. If you're watching on YouTube, I hold in my hand one sheet of paper. It is the schedule. Full schedule release. It's out. I know this is the time of year. Conferences. I think I saw the Big East or one of the other big conferences, ACC maybe. It's coming out early next week.
They play a good game on my birthday.
So
Wolverines.
Your birthday game is February 16. I get a birthday game as well. The very next one, February 20th. They're here. And we're both in town. I know. So they could do birthday nights. One for you and then one for me on the next game against Northwestern. When's your B-Day, DeVier?
I'm always tournament. After my birthday, March Madness happens, March 15th.
You're March 15th. So we got Big Ten tournament, DeVier birthday.
Always the league tournaments, and then we get
semifinal
crazy.
Saturday. We're going to have a DeVier birthday game that the Buckeyes should be playing in Indy. But here's the thing. I'm scanning this schedule, and the two things that pop way off the page is that they're shoving the Friday night basketball right down our throats.
Yeah,
They're doing that.
It's a lot of Friday games.
There are 2 big months, and I know November is sort of the tune-up month, but you also get a lot of big-time games because December, I would say, can be hit or miss with whatever your holiday tournament schedule is, but there's actually a lot of big games in December. In November, you can start the season with a bang, and like you'll get that event where you have Kansas and Michigan State and Duke and Kentucky all playing each other and swapping.
Yep.
That's huge, right? A Champions Classic start the year. So the Bucks come right out of the gates, and you get Texas and Vegas, and you have a road game against Texas A&M, and then you finish the month with a home game against Pitt. So 3 pretty big ones, right? That Pitt game's Friday night. And I know that's going into a home game against Michigan. So I'm okay with that tradition if you're going to play a Friday night home game on years that Michigan's at home. But what I don't like is how you have not one weekend game, especially at home, but they don't have any weekend games in November. Yeah. And then in January, maybe the biggest month of college basketball, DeVier, you're setting the tone. We know January's right.
January is very important for this team this year.
We know January's.
Tell me about it.
I mean, come on.
Tell me about it.
You're setting the table for what you're going to be, what your season is going to be.
Man, that Michigan State game going to be interesting.
Friday night game against Michigan State at home. That's what you get. But not one weekend game in the month of January. College basketball, to me, unless you're one of the old Big 12 schools, but even the Big 12 schools, you'd play the Saturday game, and you might have to get ready for Big Monday if you're Kansas, because they want you in that primetime ESPN slot, Big Monday. Big Ten doesn't have any deals with ESPN anymore, right? But they are doing some stuff with these Friday games. You have that. No weekend games, November or January. And guys, you only have 3 home weekend games all season. It says, I was trying to come up with a word for it with Bodie back there, our producer. It's just disrespectful.
Rutgers,
right?
Wolverines, and
Indiana State.
Oh, yeah.
That's non-conference.
It's kind of
tell me I'm wrong.
Cheese.
They still got Larry Bird out there?
Yeah, I mean, we wish. They don't even have Robbie Avila
with the glasses.
No, he's gone.
He's gone.
SLU. They all went to SLU, St. Louis University. They're all out.
He left with the coaches.
No, the Wolverines. At least the one on my birthday would be good. My birthday on a Sunday. Wow.
2 Big Ten home weekend games all season. 3 total all year. It's outrageous. Jake, I'm going to call somebody.
It could be good for us, though.
I see why you upset.
It could be good for us.
You know what? It is the situation.
It could be good for us.
It's not changing. So there's no flex games on here. I don't think.
Is Texas preseason number 1?
No, that means something. That's just like a code. It's just go to the bottom. Hall of Fame series, T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas.
I was about to say.
That's the key. That's just the key for the schedule.
You know how you look at it and see 1, it's like, okay.
No, they ain't that good.
Nah.
I think they're going to be ranked in the top 25 start the season. The Longhorns.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, Coach Terry out there.
I was watching something. Somebody said that the Big 12 is the best basketball conference.
They're pretty good.
I mean, they won a lot of champions.
They're pretty good, but I don't know. The Big East, I mean, with UConn back in it. Yeah. So that's up there, too, the way they perform. All right, one Buckeye post in particular just reminded me of an item I have to have. Tell you what that is. We're going to look at some hashtags. DeVier Posey, Tyvis Powell, they're in. It's the Buckeye Show, Full Throttle on the Fan.
We have so many local shows, I can't fit them in a 10-second promo. So let's just say we're live and local all damn day. The Fan.
In partnership with AEP, Donato's, Huntington, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in the great state of Ohio through our Buckeyes Care initiative. Buckeyes Care is dedicated to fostering a caring community. The goal of Buckeyes Care is to build a culture of care, one Buckeye at a time. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag Buckeyes Care.
Come on over to Heartland. Getting a mortgage? We take pride in providing the value and service you deserve in one of the most important transactions you'll ever have. Community banks have the most flexibility and the lowest rates. Now fact check that. I'm Scott McComb, CEO. Coming over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Attention Columbus. Town Properties just clinched the title of the largest residential property manager in Columbus, thanks to the Columbus Business Journal. With pride, we oversee 25,000 plus households in the Columbus metro area, ensuring fantastic places to call home. Whether you're on the hunt for an exceptional living space, a top-notch association management company, or a property manager for your multifamily portfolio, visit our website at town.properties.com and let us elevate your living experience. Town Properties, always managing great places to live.
At Bob's Discount Furniture, when you find a complete dining set that seats 6 and comes with an extendable leaf for only $5.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a sofa that doubles as a chaise, and a bed, and storage like my Playscape for only $9.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a queen mattress with world-famous Bobapedic memory foam and an 18-year warranty like my Treasure for only $7.99.
Oh my, Bob.
Well, there's only one thing to say.
Oh my, Bob.
Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Friday night in the Buckeye State means only one thing: high school football game. Join Brian Baker and Coach Lee Cochran for Byers Dublin Subaru High School Overtime.
Friday night at 9:30.
Your home of all things football. The Fan.
Looking for your next Subaru? At Byers Airport Subaru, we give you options from start to finish. Browse and shop entirely online from the comfort of your home at columbussubaru.com or stop by and visit one of our friendly brand specialists just by the airport.
Right now, you can get a new 2025 Subaru Outback for 2.9% for up to 72 months.
Whether you prefer to click or come in, we've got you covered. Your journey starts at Byers Airport Subaru. Come see why it's better to buy at Byers.
Subject to credit approval. Financing offer term up to 72 months on 2025 Subaru Outback. Cannot be combined with any other incentive. See dealer for details. Offer ends 9/30/24.
Okay, everyone, what did you think of the chocolate bar?
It's too chewy.
Feels kind of chalky.
Too much nougat.
I need to go brush my teeth.
Business is booming for Steph's small marketing research firm.
After all these focus groups, there's only one conclusion. I need more researchers.
And she's way too busy researching.
Does this have peanuts?
To waste time researching resumes.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Put our matching platform to work so you can spend less time searching and more time connecting with talented candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Meet Cheryl.
Hey.
She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Now you can ship the delicious flavors of Schmidt sausages to any tailgate around the country. Send a taste of Columbus tradition to your favorite fan base, wherever they may be. Just place your order, and Schmidt's will package up their famous sausages and sides ready for the grill on game day. Go to schmidthaus.com/shop and use coupon code TAILGATE and receive 15% off your purchased order. Why tailgate when you can Schmidtgate?
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Social media can be a cesspool. Allow us to navigate the waters. #Buckeyes.
Sponsored by The Waterworks. Plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling. From sump pumps and water heaters to full heating and cooling repair and replacement. The Waterworks tackles it all. Call 614-232-2222 today.
Timmy Hall, Tyvis Powell, DeVier Posey, our fine producer, Bodie Wells, all hanging out with you guys tonight here on a Thursday. We got football coming up here on The Fan on a Thursday. That's a beautiful thing. You guys excited for the game tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's interesting because football is where the offense is trying to figure things out right now. And who would have thought that the Patriots would be good? Everybody kind of wrote them off, and the Jets got Aaron Rodgers back, and everybody's trying to figure things out. So it should be a really good game. Obviously, week 3, more chemistry. Should see more big-time plays. So, yeah.
Get to watch Garrett Wilson tonight, DeVier.
Yeah, I'm always rooting for G. Will. It's just something about Robert Slay. He just reminds me of Xerxes from 300. I don't know. I can't cheer for him.
Xerxes. He's the dude with the hoop earrings, right?
Robert Saleh?
I don't know. I just don't know if I do.
First of all,
Called my man Robert Sala Xerxes.
First of all,
Just like,
first
he
of
gives
all,
me like villain vibes.
that was my
you're too
defensive
much.
coordinator
Gives me
around with the
villain vibes.
Niners.
He's a villain.
He's actually a really good dude.
He's probably a great guy,
and he's a great coach.
but from the eyeball test, he's a villain.
Nah.
And Aaron Rodgers,
I mean,
Tim knows
he is
a
the
villain.
coach of the Jets, so he does fit a villain role just fine.
I'm rooting for Coach Sala, man. That's a really good coach.
Yeah.
That's a really good dude.
He's
and a
not
really good
saying
coach.
that he's not a good coach.
I'm not
He's a
saying
good
that.
dude.
I'm just saying for me,
not
I
the
got to
villain.
go with Gerard today because I and I like Raekwon McMillan because we spend time on the Buckeye Cruise and I know he's coming off an injury. So those Patriots.
Quan
looking
told
forward
me that Christian Gonzalez was going to be that guy, and
He's really good.
He's been
really
good.
good.
I gotta text Quan and say, hey,
He is a really
he's
good
looking
player.
really good through
Yes.
2 weeks.
He really is.
Did he not get beat like a drum on one rep in the game on Sunday?
Did he?
I thought he did. Like
Probably
I
did.
I had, you know
Everybody
how
gets paid.
you know
Who
how
did
it
they
is.
play?
Well, they had too many damn games, right? So even with Red Zone and even with like our second father, Jack has a second dad football season, and it's Scott Hansen who does Red Zone. You know, 7 hours of commercial-free football starts now. Like that's the guy
He's
in
so
our house.
intense. He's so intense.
Yeah, but there, I glanced up there and I could see the back of Gonzalez's jersey, and as a ball was thrown to the corner of the end zone, it was
I don't
either
remember who they played.
touchdown
They played the
or a PI. Yeah, Seahawks won with the field goal in overtime, but still hanging around. Pretty good to see, their win. Obviously bad for the Bengals, good for the Patriots to get the job done there. Now, looking at some tweet things, some post things, as I said, I have got to find a way to get my hands. You've seen their sponsorship with Weber Grills, right?
Yeah.
How Ohio State's
Emeka.
ponied up with Weber Grills.
Mm-hmm.
And Emeka Egbuka's doing some stuff for them too. So the NIL, it's flowing out there.
Oh, yeah.
Now, how do I get one of those Silver Bullet Edition Weber Grills? Because I've tried to go online, and I think they're only available from certain retailers, but they're so sweet. And that is basically the same grill that I just smoked my pork shoulder on 2 weeks ago. I got the wrong color, though. Mine looks like a Texas Longhorn grill. And I don't want that if I can have that.
Oh,
I got a
that
burn.
top is nice.
I got a burnt orange thing. I need something that's a replica of the Buckeye helmet.
Well,
That's
how do we do
definitely
that
tailgate.
here?
That's tailgate material.
We're doing the Buckeye show
You
here.
gotta ask somebody. You got connections over there.
I do.
Tell them to.
Yeah. We
Tell them to
should.
hook you up.
While supplies last, Tim. You got to get there quick.
That's right. That's a while supplies last. I don't think there's any supplies left at DeVier.
I might say it probably went fast.
I
for
bet
sure.
that went fast because you can probably. I think it's still like what $259.99. Is that what it's retailing for?
Well,
Tim, the sale ended August 31st.
Sale ended, but we did a post about it 3 hours ago.
Well, the grill season
Whatever,
about to end.
pre-orders.
It's about to be crock pot season.
I don't care. I mean, I do care. I care about a crock pot.
Definitely is crock pot.
But I need the Buckeye grill. Like, that's too good. That is too good. So, anyway, it says Gridiron Grillin' with Emeka Egbuka from the Ohio State Athletics account. I can't actually play the video right now, but he asks, what food are you bringing to a cookout? So, let's just pretend you're in charge of the cookout.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
The ribs got to be there too. We talked about.
So
this.
we're grilling ribs.
Yes.
That's your
Thomas,
protein.
you making mac and cheese?
No.
Okay,
My grandmother is.
Okay, I was about to say because I'm very
Breadcrumbs?
judgmental when it comes to mac and cheese. Very judgmental.
Me too.
Has to be Thanksgiving ready at all times, all times of the
If
year.
you don't
disagree with you.
If you don't have mac and cheese for the Thanksgiving side, you're not doing it right.
It needs to be Thanksgiving ready even in January, even in June, even in July. Like it should be able to be on the table. Like you can't have.
I don't disagree with you.
Mac and cheese.
There's actually no, but I agree with you wholeheartedly, Tyvis.
Yeah.
When you have a little bit of like ribs that come off the bone and you can like push that up against a great bite of cheesy mac and cheese.
There it is.
You have to have mac and cheese with any kind of barbecue, the brisket, the pulled pork. What I will actually do when I did the pork shoulder, so I had the mac and cheese as well. I started off with the bed of mac and cheese, then the delicious smoked pulled pork right off the shoulder bone.
You must
goes
have.
on top of the mac and cheese.
You had that,
and then the barbecue drizzle on top of that. Oh,
did you have this sandwich that they brought in? This burger they brought in?
Yeah, mac and cheese and brisket. So they're doing a competition burger at Ohio Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
And some of our friends from the shoe, from Levy, the food service that's doing all of that out there, they've been coming by on Thursdays for home game weeks and showing us what that competition burger is. And they're trying to theme it off of something that's big in the opponent's town.
Okay.
So I guess down in Huntington, we know they've got Tudor's Biscuit World.
Yeah.
We know they got a cookout. Didn't get any talk this week, though, and they got a cookout location there, too.
Yeah.
But apparently they've got a spot that does this burger that has mac and cheese and brisket, burnt ends on the burger.
Nice.
It was unbelievable. All right, that's it, though. That's it, guys. I appreciate it. DeVier, thanks for coming in for this, man.
Oh, no problem. Anytime you guys ask, I'll be here.
DeVier Posey, we'll see him Saturday morning, 6:30 for the pregame show. Tyvis, have a good trip out to the Pacific Northwest.
Thank you. I dread it.
There'll be a hat for you someday next month. Guards making it to the postseason. Good stuff. Don't go anywhere. Thursday night football coming up next on The Fan.
During this 10-second promo, Rothman will lose money gambling on something.
People like you come here and blow the family nest egg that built this town.
Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays from noon to 3.
The Fan.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. The right coverage can be a game changer, both on and off the field. That's why Encova Insurance is prepared for what's next and protects what matters most to you. With independent insurance agents in your neighborhood and innovative insurance products that can be tailored to fit your unique needs, Encova Insurance is an easy win for your peace of mind. For auto, home, and business insurance, you want Encova on your team. Visit Encova.com today to find an agent near you.
Hey Buckeye fans, the best new resort in the country is right here in the state of Ohio. Introducing the Grand Resort in Warren, Ohio. Whether it's family fun, an adult getaway, a conference or event, there's no place like it. It's a year-round destination with the best golf, med spa, dining, salon and spa, pools, lounges, and activities. The Grand Resort will be the best staycation you've ever had. Go to the website, thegrandresort.com, or call 330-856-1900. The Grand Resort in Warren, Ohio. We're waiting for you.
Come on over to Heartland.
Now, to run a successful business, you need to develop a strong relationship with your accountant, your attorney, and most importantly, your community banker. If you find it hard to get advice from your bank, maybe it's time to consider Heartland. I'm Scott McComb, CEO. Come on over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This Saturday, choose chill and grab a Coors Light. Press play on Ohio State football and pause on everything else. We know there's nothing like game day in Columbus. So whether you're at the tailgate, the bar, or just watching from home, choose the one beer that's made for Ohio State game day. Coors Light, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics 2024. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. 21 means 21. Celebrate responsibly.
Everyone has that one goal, that thing they want to prove, not to other people, but to themselves. Then, right when you think you could actually do it, cancer. And that goal is still within reach. Oh no, I'm about to run my first ever marathon with my two best friends. 3 years after having cancer.
At least we look good in these shorts.
Woo! Let's get it, guys. You, keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keepmakingplans.